There's a deep truth that if we're really committed to living and leading in brilliance, we are going to create conflict and upheaval in our lives and perhaps in the lives of others. So that sounds crazy, but if you think of it this way, like when you are really committed to your evolution, you're constantly on that new growing edge. You're constantly in co-creation with the unknown, with the uncertainty that exists in our world. And when you're constantly in that place, you are breaking down old structures, not just in our world and in our systems, but old structures and templates in our head and in our personal being too. When you're committed as a leader to your brilliance, you are frequently not choosing the path of least resistance. And as such, you are reconfiguring the mental and emotional and physical templates that govern your behaviors. And that's going to be edgy. It might even feel chaotic sometimes. And as you change, the world and the people around you, perhaps the people you're leading around you, will also change. And once we accept that truth, that chaos is not an indicator that something is going quote unquote wrong, it might actually be an indicator that we're deeply immersed in the authenticity of being with the uncertainty of our process. But that if we can accept that, okay, for me to step into my leadership role, I'm going to have to accept the fact that I will create some conflict, some chaos, some upheaval, and I'm okay with that. If I can go in with that, then I'm not as rocked to the core when those moments come up, because I know it's part of the process. And I just wanted to share that, because I think sometimes if we overlay this idea that leaders should know better, or they're going to do things in this really smooth and calculated way, in my experience, leaders of brilliance, they're just more accepting of the fact that they don't know what they're doing some of the time. They're more accepting of the fact that there's craziness and chaos in really stepping on that edge of evolution, especially while we're in a world where so many of our older systems, many systems of oppression are starting to break down. And so to be a leader in this space is going to require us to be at peace with the conflict and the chaos that will inevitably arise. And again, that's not just outward stuff. I'm talking about the conflict and the chaos that might arise in my head as I break down the old paradigms that have kept me behaving in certain ways.